wake up with a tongue of static, tasting last night's doubts like flat soda on my lips. Then the day cracks open with a tiny sparkling sound. You text me just a little sun emoji, and suddenly the ceiling looks higher. The room smells like something bright and fearless. I throw the window wide and let the traffic hum, remix my heartbeat. I dance in an oversized shirt, bare feet kicking yesterday's shadows under the bed. Coffee swirls with sweetened courage. I squeeze a slice of neon hope into the cup and watch it spin. You say meet me later where the glass buildings bend the sky, where small decisions flip destinies like coins. I brush my teeth to a beat only I can hear. Clap along with the dripping shower. Turn the hallway into my own impatient way. Elevator mirrors catching my grin in injured fragments. I promise myself to bite into every hesitant minute, to chew the sour edges until they turn melodic. Street vendors shout, buses sigh, crosswalk lights swing their secret codes. Headphones on, the guitar in my ears jumps like sunlight on water. Brass punches tiny holes in my gloom. Rhythm taps my shoulders, tells them to loosen. I skip over the cracks in the pavement, naming each one. Almost, maybe not today. And with every step, the world fizzes louder, brighter, sharper, like my whole life just hissed open its seal. Da, 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 da. My alarm forgets to ring, but the sunlight doesn't. It slides across my cheek like a sly little secret. I groan, roll over, try to bargain with the blankets, yet the air already smells like second chances. In the kitchen, the glass waits empty and dramatic. I fill it with water, ice, and a wild squeeze of color. It glows like a tiny sunrise in my hand. I sip and the walls seem less bored. The fridge hum turns into background harmony. Tiles under my feet. Warm into a private dance floor. I shake off sleep like glitter from my shoulders. Sway between the table and the door. My reflection in the microwave laughs first. I follow. Outside the clouds hang low, moody and theatrical, but I stir my drink and the sky blushes. A streak of blue sneaks through, shy and hopeful. I walk down the street with a secret recipe in my veins. One part doubt, two parts daring, topped with fizzing mischief. Every storefront becomes a stage. Every puddle a mirror ball. Cars crawl past like lazy beetles while my steps tap out impatient rhythms. I hum a melody that tastes like sweet and sharp colliding, like yes and maybe learning to slow dance. When the wind rushes around the corner, it smells of wet pavement and peeled happiness. I raise my cup in a tiny toast to no one, to everyone, to the thrilling thought that the smallest glass, the quickest sip can tip the whole wide tilted day back toward light. Da-da, 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 da-da-da. My balcony is barely big enough for two confused plants, in a crooked chair. Yet every tired morning I step out like it's a private rooftop festival. Pajamas pretending to be stage clothes, hair and unbrushed crown. The city yawns below in slow traffic lines. I bring my chipmunk and a slice of something bright, bite and squeeze it over the steam. Watch droplets fall like tiny comets into the dark. The smell climbs right back up and taps my nose. Wake up, soft heart. Today is not a rerun. Neighbors shuffle behind curtains. Sirens warm up far away. Clouds stretch in lazy choreography. I lean on the rail and let the chill bite my ankles. In my earbuds, guitars start to hop and skip. Drums practice being outrageously alive. Clap snap sharp as camera shutters, capturing every shrew. I almost choose, I drink deep, tongue tingling. Memories of last night's doubts dissolve like sugar that changed its mind. The air whistles through crooked metal bars, whirling past my ears like gossiping wind. I imagine the streetlights switching off one by one, embarrassed by the new brightness. I whisper a tiny toast to the empty parking lot, to the delivery guy racing dreams on a scooter, to my own slowly softening spine. With each sip the ritual writes its secret script under my skin. Today we bend, we don't break, we glow in inconvenient corners. We turn cramped balconies into front row seats for our own comeback show. By 11 my brain usually melts into a slow gray puddle. Tabs open like forgotten doorways, messages blinking accusatory eyes. But today I stir a glass of something tart and fearless. Let the ice clink like tiny marching drums. I take one bold gulp and the office cubicles wobble. Walls lean back, fluorescent lights blink into a kinder color. My to-do list still snarls, but it loses a few teeth. Headphones slide on instantly. The room fills with a secret parade. Only I can see guitars bounce off staplers, bass lines crawl under keyboards, drums tap their way down the hallway, claps ricochet off the copy machine. My cow workers float past like helium balloons tied to serious faces. I hide a grin behind my screen, sip again, tongue buzzing, fingers finally remember how to move like they mean it. Each email becomes a chance to slip in a tiny joke. Each spreadsheet cell a square on a game board. Brass bursts in my ears like confetti cannons. At every course my spinning chair turns into a carousel. The clock on the wall goes from enemy to metronome, measuring grooves instead of minutes. Someone refills the snack jar and it feels like fireworks. I tap my foot so hard the pens vibrate. I imagine leading the whole floor out into the parking lot, dancing between painted lines. But for now I march inside my head, a one-person riot of color behind perfectly normal eyes. Sneak to the rooftop where the sky feels closer. Concrete still warm from the morning's arguments. I bring a bottle of something sparkling and unruly. Twist the cap, hiss of freedom. Pour it over clinking ice in a stolen paper cup. Sunlight fractures through it into tiny yellow spells. I take a long disobedient sip, eyelids slipping shut, just enough to turn the city into a blur. In my ears guitars loop a lazy yet insistent riff. Drums striding with confident hips. Claps flutter like impatient birds. Brass leans on the railing, smirking. I breathe deep and imagine alternate timelines. One where I never learned to rush, one where every lunch break is a small vacation. Steam curls up from distant food stalls, carrying gossip and garlic. A motorbike roars like an overexcited chorus. I lean against the wall and feel my shoulders unhook. I let the fizz rewrite my thoughts, turning what if into why not. Letting should fades into maybe later. I picture you beside me, stealing sips, squinting at clouds, tracing constellations in pure daylight. The wind shuffles my hair into new shapes. And for 7 stolen minutes, the rooftop becomes an island, floating above obligation. Anchored only by the beat humming in my chest. The day finally collapses into quiet windows. Black mirrors holding my tired outline. Phone face down, notifications soaking in silence. I stand in the kitchen under a single crooked light. Fill a glass with cold water and leftover sparkle. Drop in a slice of something bright that glows like a tiny moon. The fridge hum lowers into a bass line. Clock ticks become hi-hats. I take one slow sip and feel the fizz chase the cracks in my mood, stitching them with tiny electric threads. Outside the street is almost empty, just the occasional car sighing past. Taillights smearing red graffiti on the walls. I lean against the counter, bare feet on cool tile, and let a gentle song curl into the room. Guitars soften like cotton, drums brushing instead of punching. Claps distant, reassuring. Brass, a warm exhale in the chorus. My heartbeat falls into step with the tempo. No rush, no deadline, just the soft, stubborn decision not to end the day on a flat note. I replay the hours, the mistakes, the almost arguments, and imagine squeezing a little brightness onto each memory. Not to erase it, just to tilt it, to see it from one kinder angle. Another sip, another small perspective shift. By the time the glass is empty, my shoulders have slid lower, jaw unclenched, eyes a little kinder to their own reflection. I rinse the cup, flick off the light, and carry that last invisible sparkle all the way to bed. Saturday arrives pretending to be ordinary. Dishes stacked like quiet accusations. Floor crumb with yesterday's snacks. I shuffle and wearing socks that don't match. Phone in one hand, sleep still stuck to my eyelashes. I cut a wedge of something zesty and I squeeze it into the pan where butter already whispers. The sizzle pops like a tiny drum solo, aroma punching holes in my grumpiness. I tap the counter twice, cue the playlist. Guitars spring out of the speakers like they've been waiting all week. Drums bounce off cabinet doors, claps snap against the fridge. Brass leans through the crack window, waving. I start with a shy shoulder wiggle, spoon as a microphone. Fridge doors, my reflection, he fogs the glass, and suddenly I'm headlining the smallest festival in the world. Spatula twirling, hips finally remembering they have joints. Every stir sends flavor and rhythm up into the air. Sunlight crawls across tiles, turning crumbs into glitter. I laugh at my own ridiculousness, and it sounds exactly on beat. Neighbors upstairs stomp along unintentionally, or maybe on purpose. Maybe the whole building is secretly in the band. I taste the sauce, sharp and sweet, wrestling on my tongue, and realize the day is already different. Not because anything huge changed. Because I chose to press play, to squeeze brightness over boredom, to turn kitchen echo into friendly reverb. By 5:30 my spine is a wilted question mark. Screen light glued to my retinas. I shut everything down with a decisive click that echoes like a snare hit. Slip my bag over one shoulder and step into the hallway's recycled air. Outside, the sky already tastes like evening, a slow blue melting at the edges. You wait by the corner shop, holding a bottle that catches the last shards of sun. We walk nowhere special, sneakers scuffing rhythm into the pavement. Inside the shop, neon hums like a bored choir. We grab cups, clink ice, pour something sharp and bright until it overflows. Just a little sticky courage running down our fingers, licking it off. Feels like rehearsal for braver things. On the sidewalk, the city stretches, shaking off its tired guitars. In the distance, spill from someone's open window. Lazy, hopeful, a beat soon joins in my headphones. Drum steady as footsteps, claps flaring up whenever you laugh. Brass peeking around the corner like a flirtatious stranger. We talk about nothing and everything, about new haircuts we might never get, trips we might actually take, songs we might learn to scream together in small venues. The liquid in our cups glows darker as the sky deepens. Each sip smoothing the edges of the day's disappointments, polishing them into small, almost funny stories. By the time we reach the river, the streetlights smear themselves across the water, and my tired bones start to believe that tomorrow could arrive pre-sparkled. My inbox subject line short and sweet. No drama, just hey, got a minute? I click and the whole screen tastes different. Words from you fizz at the corners, flirting with my attention. I lean back, chew a piece of something sour, sweet, that tightens my jaw, then makes me laugh. The message is simple: coffee after work, no rescue mission. No heavy talk, just a maybe and a smiley face, and somehow my afternoon straightens its spine. Fluorescent boredom peels away like old wallpaper. My headphones cough up a new song, guitars chiming like ice in a tall glass, drums punching tiny holes in the silence, claps snapping me out of my endless scroll. I start answering other emails with surprising ease, tossing in kind phrases, soft good mornings, wishing you rest, like squeezing mercy over stale bread. Each reply less robotic, more human. My cursor dances, my back slowly unwinds. I imagine that coffee already, the way you'll stir sugar, the way the spoon will ring against the cup, sharp and promising, a little electric jolt in every circle. I sip my own drink, tongue tingling, eyes bright, and type back, sure would love to. Hitting send feels like biting into a brave new hour. You leave a note on my mirror, written in crooked arts. It says, where's something that feels like a dare, not a costume. So I pick the jacket with the silly big pockets, and pockets full of imaginary bravery. On my lips I smear a color loud as a fire alarm. I call it lightning because it doesn't ask for permission, it just arrives. Outside the stairwell smells like rain, remembering how to fall. Each step down knocks dust off my worries in the lobby. The board plant by the door looks strangely proud today. Maybe it knows I'm trying, maybe it cheered when I finally chose to show up for myself. I push through the glass and the world tilts, cars honking, the key of almost, pigeons flutter like living confetti. I chew a slice of sharp sweetness that jolts my tongue awake, nerves crackle, shoulders square, playlets loaded with guitars that bounce like rubber balls across my chest, snare snapping like fingers that refuse to apologize. Brass lines slinking, hot and smug, I walk faster, sidewalk turning into a runway of what if strangers' eyes, then slide off, but my pulse keeps drumming brighter, thinking about your laugh, the way you say dramatic things casually, as if joy were the default language at the crosswalk. I smear my bold mouth into a grin, the signal turns green exactly on the beat, and I step forward like thunder, finally catching up with its own flash.